Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR. Before we dive into more Diamond, oh my god. tenkars-tavern.games /HB. Huge, humble bundle, huge role playing bundle, like, I don't know, 55, 57 titles. If you're into RPGs, they've got Warhammer, Call of Cthulhu, uh, Dragonbane, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Power Rangers. The list goes on. There are a lot of titles you're going to recognize. Some you won't. Some are more indie than others. But if you got a handful of titles that you like, it is well worth the money. The second one is tenkars-tavern.games /T2K. Twilight 2000. There is a huge bundle on Fanatical. You get, I think, well, over 50 titles for the classic Twilight 2000, the original, including with the Free City of Krakow. I think it's one of the highest rated. You can get that for as little as $3 along with the core rules. That's over at Fanatical. If you're going to shop, please use our affiliate links to help this channel. Now, on to the news. Diamond Distributors asked bankruptcy court for ownership of publishers' consignment inventory. So, tabletop companies in danger of losing their stock and their minds. Pathfinder, Starfinder won't be in stores in August, September. This is huge, folks. And initially, people were going, it's just the comics. No, it's not just the comics. By the way, this article's over at N-World. I will make sure we link to it. It's good coverage. And I've been following this. Bleeding Cool, by the way, usually has almost like a daily update on the Diamond Comics fiasco. Diamond Comic Distributors, which filed for bankruptcy in January, has asked the bankruptcy court to allow it to sell its consignment inventory in order to pay off its creditors. Now, consignment inventory theoretically is stuff that Diamond doesn't even own. Wow. Guess what? For this purpose, they might. Consignment inventory is stock which the distributor stores but does not own. Okay, as opposed to stock which the distributor has purchased from the manufacturer. The distributor then sells the books via retail stores. The manufacturer or publisher does not get paid until the stock is sold. Wow. It has to be sold at retail. Okay. Typically receiving 30 to 50% of the retail price, the rest going to the retail store and the distributor itself. Diamond has listed 128 companies for which it currently holds consignment stock. Shouldn't own it, but they're going to pull a legal move, and it looks like they're going to own it. Some of these tabletop game companies, as well as many comic book publishers, and the tabletop companies include Goodman Games, full stop. I understand that Goodman actually, under the wire, got their stock, secured it. So maybe they missed some boxes, but Goodman looks to be in the clear. Green Ronin, Paizo Publishing, Roll for Combat. Yes. Others include comic book publishers like Marvel and DC. Now, my understanding from what I've read in various articles is that Marvel and DC stopped using Diamond or to some extent have pulled away, but they may have old stock that was still waiting to get sold, along with a number of toy companies. Some publishers are saying they are owed payments for retail sales from late 2024, just prior to Diamond's bankruptcy filing in January of 2025. In addition to having stock currently in Diamond's possession. Roll for Combat, Stephen Glicker, has said on his channel he's looking at over six figures, probably lower six figures, but that's well over 100,000. I don't know, 200,000, 250,000 retail value of stock that is going to be liquidated, auctioned off. That's the way you get at those discount stores, right? Imagine being a publisher and your own stuff that you did nothing wrong is going to be sold off pennies on the dollar, resold for maybe 20 cents on the dollar, and you're competing against your own stuff. Now, as a consumer, if you don't like certain companies, it's a great time to buy. But if you like these companies, as much as it might be tempting, don't reward the vultures. My humble opinion. Normally, unsold stock, which still belongs to the publishers, will be returned to them. Yeah, that would be the case, but, interestingly enough, when publishers were asking back for their stuff before the bankruptcy, Diamond was like, "Oh no, you got to pay us to ship it back to you." Before it was free. So it's kind of like I've heard the phrase "held hostage." Our stock is being held hostage. Yeah, yeah. One of Diamond's biggest creditors, Chase Bank, which is likely will be at the top of the priority line of creditors to be reimbursed. Now, Diamond has asked the bankruptcy court to allow it to take ownership of the stock that it doesn't own and sell it for the benefit of the creditors, not for the benefit of those whose stock it is. Now, you are Paizo, you are Green Ronin. It's like somebody raided your warehouse. In its filing, Diamond says it is in possession of significant inventory that was shipped on a consignment basis, and that the consignors have not satisfied the requirements under applicable law to perfect their interests in this consigned inventory. Diamond, anybody who deals with, oh, by the way, they're not paying their current bills. The post-bankruptcy Diamond is not paying current bills from what I've read in articles.
Go again.
Yeah, it might be bankruptcy.
Go again.
Here we go again. Bankruptcy round two. No. Essentially, some important paperwork, UCC 1 financing statement, was not filed by consignment vendors like Marvel, DC, tabletop companies mentioned earlier prior to the bankruptcy in January. You got to get that paperwork in prior to the bankruptcy, which most people didn't foresee, except maybe Goodman. And this means that they forfeit their rights to the stock in question. Diamond's filing says none of the vendors that provided consigned inventory to any of the debtors filed a UCC 1 financing statement against any of the debtors prior to the petition date. Well, that sucks. And that, folks, is when little bits of the law mean a lot.
So what does that mean? Does that like change how companies will work? Like they won't.
Oh, I think I mean, I guess everybody when you agree to a consignment, but I guess you gotta. I don't think you're ever gonna go out of business. I don't see. Here's my UCC 1. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Can you file a UCC if you don't think there's going to be financial issues involved in this? I don't know. I am not a lawyer. I'll have to ask one of my lawyer friends about this. Paizo apparently has announced in its upcoming releases will not be available at major bookstores or at Amazon because the company has stopped shipping products to Diamond, which is probably wise. Right? If the old Diamond is holding your stuff hostage and the new Diamond isn't paying on current accounts, why would you reward them? This includes August 12th releases and September 10th releases, such as the Starfinder Player Core, Starfinder GM Core, Pathfinder Battlecry, and more. I don't care about Pathfinder personally, but this is a sign of the industry. This is not good for retailers. This is not good for publishers. This is not good for the hobby in general. The court has scheduled a hearing on July 21st to hear objections from the affected vendors. And the full list of vendors is below. And, well, let's little highlights. Antarctic Press, they've been around since my college days. Bandai Entertainment. Okay. DC Comics, Dark Horse Comics. Diamond itself. Go figure that one out. Okay. Fantagraphic Books. Again, been around since my high school days. Gold Key Entertainment. Goodman Games. But I said Goodman should have escaped this. We shall see. Green Ronin. A lot of comic book publishers. Image Comics. Wow. Marvel Comics. Not so good. Yes. Paizo. Roll for Combat. Folks, I'm not making any predictions on how this is going to affect the hobby in general, the market in general. I just will say this. Nothing good is going to come of this. Nothing good. Folks, if you are a member, you are getting this video Thursday, July 3rd. Your $1.99 helps to support this channel, and I do appreciate it. Some members support for more, but $1.99 gets you in the door, and I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. Otherwise, it should be going out July 4th. Hopefully, I could see you go online. Not sure if there's a live stream on July 4th. I may be traveling. But there will be a Gamers Health on July 5th. Saturday night, I can tell you that. Folks, as always, be safe, be well, God bless. Roll those dice, roll them well. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. I'll catch you all later. God bless. Be good.